From the Science of Mind magazine daily guides. So this month, as you may remember or may not remember, is Reverend Chris Alexander. And here is her reading for the 2nd of December, 2024, which is quite a good one, actually, called Befriend Fear. Befriend Fear. Let's make it a bit bigger. First quote is from Audre Lorde, who was an American activist. She was, hold on a second. She was a Black feminist. She was a lesbian poet, mother, warrior. And according to Wikipedia, she was also a professor. And what else? Lots of other things. So, and she passed away in the American Virgin Islands, actually. But she was an activist. When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I'm afraid. Audre Lorde, L-O-R-D-E. Ernest Holmes. We must believe there is within us a pattern of living beyond all confusion, beyond all fear, and that it is here and now, because the universe in which we live is also here and now. Page 70.1 of Creative Living. We must believe there is within us a pattern of living beyond all confusion, beyond all fear, that it is here and now, because the universe in which we live is also here and now. But I actually like the quote from Audre Lorde, because when I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid. And this is from Reverend Chris, who says, fear, that four-letter word often treated like a swear word. I've discovered that when I lean into my fear and I ask what it's trying to show me, fear transforms from a dreaded enemy into a friend. Fear is a natural human emotion. Perfectly true. It keeps us safe. Also true. Reminds us when we're stepping out of our comfort zone. Absolutely. And points to our unhealed past hurts. That's a longer story, of course, but also true. It's not something to be afraid of, but rather something to be embraced. She goes on to say, I often find myself so wrapped up in fear in the future that I forget all the good I have. Then if the scary thing happens, it's almost never as bad as I imagined. I spent a lot of time being afraid of things that didn't happen, weren't that bad, were actually great, or in the worst case scenarios, I got through with some messy grace and support. As we work on releasing our fear, we also need to consider the other side of the coin. Forgiving ourselves for the times we let our fear stop us. Very important. All those times we didn't push through, made decisions out of alignment, or just straight up made mistakes. She goes on to say, it's a lot easier for me to hear fear without acting on it when I'm not being busy, being angry at my past self. She really did the best she could. When fear arises, I invite you to lean in the way you would lean into a friend, like when they whisper to you. What is the message? What is the gift? How is fear stepping in and supporting you today? I could admit, I never actually looked at fear in that sense of how it's supporting me. I know it's good to get beyond it. And I think it was Eleanor Roosevelt said that the only thing to fear is fear itself. I think that's who said it. So pretty good reading. I listened to fear's whispers and uncovered its secret gifts and lessons. That's the affirmation. I listened to fear's whispers and uncovered its secret gifts and lessons. I don't think there's a lot to unpack in this, really. I think it's just a question of being able to actually go out and do stuff irrespective of what's going on. So Don't think it needs a lot of explanation, but what I am going to do is this. I am going to try and pull up another magazine. Let me see if I can do this. See if I can get to the front of this. Departments. Oh, my mouse is behaving funny again. Not doing it. Well, I'm going to have to do the Murphy reading again tomorrow, because right now I can't pull it up. I don't want to hold everybody up. Going back to the reading for today, I think it's a pretty good one, don't you? I did have a poem, actually. It's called The Comfort Zone, and I'll see if I can just find it quickly, like within a minute or less. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is one I got from Bob Proctor, my late and great mentor, who says, I used to have a comfort zone where I knew I wouldn't fail. The same four walls and busy work were really more like jail. I longed so much to do the things I'd never done before, but stayed inside my comfort zone and paced the same old floor. I said it really didn't matter that I wasn't doing much. I said I didn't care for things like commission checks and such. You can tell where this was aimed, but it applies to everything. I claimed to be so busy with the things inside the zone, but deep inside I longed for something special of my own. I couldn't let my life go by just watching others win. I held my breath. I stepped outside and let the change begin. I took a step, and with new strength I'd never felt before, I kissed my comfort zone goodbye and closed and locked the door. If you were in a comfort zone, afraid to venture out, remember that all winners were at one time filled with doubt. A step or two and words of praise can make your dreams come true. Reach for your future with a smile. Success is there for you. So what do you think about that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, I forgot to mention yesterday completely. Our service yesterday, the main speaker was, I almost said Reverend, she's not, she's a practitioner, was Danielle Mercadal, our former past board chairman and a great poet. She gave the talk yesterday, and it's really cool. So if I mentioned it and I forgot, then I apologize. But otherwise, go to our Facebook page. It's in there. I posted it. I also posted yesterday the poem that she wrote and read at the Faiths Together celebration, which was held on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving week, the previous Tuesday. So that's on there as well. It's all on our Facebook page. Go check them out. It's kind of cool. Reverend Lisa will be on tomorrow morning, 9:30. I'll be back tomorrow evening, hopefully at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I should be back at 5. And all I got to say is take care of yourselves. Stay warm. Seems like most of the country is in the cold. If you're in a part where it's warm, well, I'm kind of jealous because I don't like cold weather. So until next time, simply namaste.